Hello guys, as you can tell from this amazing audio quality, I just got a new microphone. I'm so excited to start using it more because, you know, I make these videos regularly now, so yeah, let's get right into it. So the first thing you're gonna notice is their absolutely garbage mic quality. Like, I don't know how you get it that bad, but at least now I can flex on them with my new microphone. I'm, as you can tell, very excited about this, but I digress, let's move on. They wouldn't love me nether. I'm just gonna probably insert some Minecraft music around here. So now we have some of that great white little specks around the edges, like pretty much all of them do, because they can't bother to cut it out properly. Like, I don't even have, I mean, I do have Photoshop, but I don't really use it, but I use like an online program called Photopea, which is basically just online Photoshop for all of, like, editing backgrounds out of PNGs, and it works great. So, it's really easy to fix. I don't know why they just do that. And we don't even have any head bobbing. That's absolutely amazing. As usual, extremely lazy. I mean, it says it in the title, but yeah, it's kind of a given. It's like saying animation meme, I don't know, head bobbing or something. It's kind of a given with the content you're putting out. The smiley face is so like, man, like it's such, I don't even know how to describe it. It's so pixelated, like they just, I don't know, man. It's just great. That's amazing. That's an amazing head bob right there. It's going all the way down past the shoulders. The neck is not even visible. It's just been engulfed by the head. His chin is touching his chest. You know, it's a miracle of life. It's not a miracle of life. I don't want to see this anymore. I also noticed like there's like a little there's a little white speck under his chin that moves with it, so that would have been really easy to fix in post, but they didn't, so there we are with that little annoying bit. Also, the furry ears, again, I just can't get away from them, can I? Every character has those. It's absolutely infuriating for some reason. But I guess, you know, furries, they're everywhere. So, I don't know, if you want a head bob, first of all, don't use Gacha for that because that's a really bad idea. The tweening on Gacha is terrible. You have to separate them yourselves, which it would be so much easier if you just, like, you know, drew the layers separately, then tween them. Just saying. Most of my advice is going to be don't use Gacha, so try and heed that advice if you're looking to step into the animation meme community. It's not going to go well. He looks really calm. His face is like contrasting a lot with his stance. Like he's in like a power stance, sort of like he's looking angry, he's looking ready to brawl, but his face is just kind of like, do I gotta? I don't know. Try and work on that a little more. Lies. I love that Arial font. It's the best font to do for something that's supposed to look creative. It's the absolute best. Okay, that's the only good part of this meme, the lip sync. And I know it's not, like, it's the only part I can actually commend them on. And, yeah, it's kind of the only good part of this meme, like I've said before. Okay, so the title of this one has featuring my Bloxburg Gold Digger, which I'm assuming is some kind of Roblox game. I'm not too into that kind of stuff, so please feel free to educate me in the comments. But, I don't know, this feels kind of weird to me. Like, if you don't like someone and they're doing something you don't want, why make an entire, like, video dedicated to them? Or, like, I mean, I guess I'm doing the same thing right now, but, like, this is, like, one specific person doing one specific thing. I'm doing this about a whole community, so I guess it's kind of different in that sense, but, no, it just feels kind of weird to me. You're just giving her, like, more attention when you clearly don't want her to have any more, so I'm not sure what the whole goal of this was, but whatever, keep going. Go off this. I'm rich, coming from my body rich. This entire thing is basically just the Gacha character performing like a dab 1 and dab 2, whenever it is custom preset, not custom, what am I saying, just presets. That's literally all it is, really. There's like a few cutscenes in between, and it's kind of it, yeah. And another thing I don't understand is, like, she's saying she's rich because of this person who made it. Why? Just stop giving them money if you don't want them to have it? Like, it's kind of simple. I don't know what's going on here, but I don't know. It's a simple solution I'm gonna throw out there. Oh my god, I hate those faces that they make. It's like one of the worst faces, in my opinion, that Gacha has to offer. And I really wish it would just like cease to exist, because honestly, it's just kind of the worst. And I also love how they can't even bother to like keyframe it across the screen. They have to like slowly move it, like frame by frame. I mean, that's kind of what Gacha is, really. It's more of a storyboard like Solar Sand said in his video than anything. Not an animation program. So I'm not sure why people still make these. If you haven't noticed by now, this is very image heavy and not a lot of movement actually goes on, so this is probably the worst one I have in this compilation. It's really bad. I hate that yas. I just hate it so much. It's the worst. I hate the fact that Gacha has those two poses, because I know that people in the comment section will be like, oh, it's not meant for that. Well, it clearly is. Like, and if it's not meant for that, people are gonna find a way to use it. It's not very subtle, is it? Again, reminder, this is a game for, like, children, not children. It's very disgusting. Alright, so right away we can tell that this is like the best meme in here because it actually has animation. I know, actually shocking because a lot of these don't. But yeah, there's actual movement. I'm surprised.
The lip syncing is actually something I can critique in depth, which is a really bad breath of fresh air because I cannot usually do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive right into it. The Mary part is alright. The lines, they're very messy. There's a lot of like little tidbits that stick out that should be erased. And as for the contrary part, I know there's not a lot of emphasis on the O. So what I would do was I would start out by doing, looking at basic mouth shapes for lip sync animation or something like that, and then basing everything off that. That's what I do. And then later I put in keyframes in between so it's more smooth, the transitions. I haven't done lip syncing in a while, so I may be a little rusty on this, but that's usually what I do and it usually works. So try and go with that first. Start out with the basics and then kind of move on. Oh, Mary, contrary, how does your garden grow?
So this part, it's kind of where the mouth goes a little wonky. It goes like way down in the cheek corner. That's not where the mouth is supposed to be usually, so try keeping it centered. Using onion skins is a great way to make sure that everything's in the right place at the right time. So I don't know if they did that already because I didn't see any speed paint or whatever of this, or speed animation. So just try and do that, keep it like that. Also, the silhouette would have been fine because as long as you know where the eyes are and the mouth is, you can generally tell where everything else is by default. That's kind of how it works, I guess, from my experience. So you don't really need all the white lines in there. It'd be easy to just like simply like draw over it or something. And we have a traced. Traced. That's amazing and great. So the hand, you can clearly see where it's cut off, so maybe try extending that with some line art, or just, you know, tweening the hand in a different program. That's another good idea. The he said part, there's not really many frames. The mouth just kind of spasms about. Another thing I noticed that the mouth doesn't have any inner line art or any color, so that's kind of weird. Maybe fix that. It would have worked with the shadow part, I guess, but doesn't really work for the color part. So a lot of people So when I see glitches, I see kind of often with beginner animators, they lasso a bunch of random shapes out and then move them along so it looks like they're glitching, but that's not how glitches work. Glitches are always rectangles, never circles or anything rounded. So try keeping it like that, and I don't know, I've never animated glitching, I've always edited it in. God, it took me so long to say that. So already this background wasn't even theirs. This is actually surprisingly the second time it's shown up in one of these comps. The first one, I don't remember which one it is in. The point is, this has been used twice, both by Gacha Kids. Coincidence? I think so. It's not that many people, but make your own backgrounds, people. So the wings, they don't, one of them moves a lot faster than the other, and it kind of goes out of the body. It's only a split-second thing, but it's still there, and you can still see it, so. This is really repetitive. It's just the same frame that's getting slung around over and over and over again. But hey, if you don't want to watch this kind of garbage meme, you can go check out my boy Pyro's, which is really good, by the way. I really suggest you subscribe to her channel because she's a cool dude who makes really cool content. So if you like cool content, you should probably check that out. Shameless plug, let's go. I probably sped the rest of that meetup because why would I want to I don't have any commentary for the same thing like over and over again, which I'm actually going to make a commentary of now. Bazinki's beans. So this is lazy. This is so lazy. They literally just copy-pasted the same 2 frames, 2 scenes, whatever. They just copy-pasted that into into the same section of the song, really. It's not unique, it's not clever, it's not fun to look at. It's okay to watch, like, the first 3 loops over, but that's kind of it, you know? It doesn't really go any further than that. It's just bland. It's not that hard to, you know, make different poses in Gacha especially, so why not just do that? It's just... So guys, that's the end of that video. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'm still working on a few settings with my mic, so hopefully we'll get that sorted out in the next video. Hope you enjoyed again. See you soon. And be sure to join my Discord. There will be a link in the pinned comment for plenty of fun times.